Now let's just do an exercise together, okay? To see if you already get the right definition for each of those cost concepts, okay? So here I have some descriptions or statements about a type of cost, okay? So like this one, that's the first, and then this is the second, and then this is the third, and then this is the fourth, okay? And I have more. This is the 5. So 6, 7, 8. So I got 8 different descriptions about cost. And can you tell me like what this description is about? Okay. For example, number 1, what term is used to describe costs that have occurred in the past and have no relevance to estimates of future cost and revenues? So it happened in the past and it has no relevance to your current choice. So this type of cost, what's the name of it? We just discussed that. Think about that, okay? I'll give you maybe 10 seconds to do so. Okay, if you already have an answer in your mind, see if that's the same one as mine. I would say this is a sunk cost. Okay. All right, number 2, what term is used to describe costs that are incurred because of the use of limited resources, such that the ability to use those resources to monetary advantage in another way is foregone, right? So because the resource is limited, like the time and the money, so if you put your resource in this project, you couldn't choose the other project. So the other project is foregone. So what type of cost it is? Think about that for maybe 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so my answer will be opportunity cost. Let's move on to number 3. What term is used to describe costs that are unaffected by changes in activity level over a feasible range of operations for the capacity available? So what it means is no matter what's your activity level, no matter how many products you produce, that cost stays the same. It's unaffected. Okay, so think about that for another 5 seconds. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi. So my answer will be, this is gonna be the fixed cost. Okay, because it doesn't change no matter your production activity is. Okay, number 4. What term is used to describe costs that in total changes in relation to the quantity of output or other measures of activity level? So it's an opposite side of the fixed cost, right? Because it changes along with your productivity level. All right, so this is easy. This is gonna be variable cost. All right, number 5. What term is used to describe costs that refer to the additional cost, listen, that will result from increasing the output of a system by 1 more unit. So the additional cost for the 1 more unit, of product, okay? Think about that. So for this one, my answer is marginal cost. Number 6. What term is used to describe costs that are repetitive and occur when goods and services are produced on a continuing basis? Repetitive and on a continuing basis, because it's repeated, right? That's what repetitive means. So this is gonna be the recurring cost. Number 7. What term is used to describe costs that can be reasonably measured and allocated to a specific output or work activity? Okay, can be measured and allocated. Those are just the keywords when I explain each type of cost. So if you can get those keywords, it's easy for you to determine which type of cost it is. Okay, so just catch the keywords. So if you are able to allocate those efforts, that means it's a direct cost. Number 8. What term is used to describe costs that are not repetitive, even though the total expenditure may be cumulative over a relatively short period of time? Not repetitive. Well, that's the opposite side of the repetitive, right? So this one is non-recurring cost. All right. Yeah, so these are just the practice you can do to get familiar with different types of costs. And actually this single problem is very important. Okay? I want you to get the right answer, remember them, and then you will see this in either your test or your final or your homework. Okay? So I give it a star.